during the Diablo 4 PTR, a few sleuths were able to discover what the next seasonal theme may be. We'll talk about 1, what the season theme evidence found in the PTR is, 2, a little background on the theme and why it's a relevant possibility, and then 3, the most likely mechanics that we can expect in that season. Let's jump right in. In the Diablo 4 PTR, a number of sleuths were able to dig through the PTR installation files and find certain artifacts that are part of the Season 4 theme. Now, keep in mind, during the PTR, we were only able to test the new core features being added, like the new itemization changes, the new endgame content like the Pit of the Artificer, Andariel, the revisions to Helltides. In the PTR, now, the data miners discovered a reputation badge, which looks like this. And that happens to correspond to the faction known as the Iron Wolves. Also, they dug up a map icon showing 2 wolf heads, the Iron Wolf Crest in the middle, and then of course the seasonal green leaf that we see world map objectives in prior seasons. Now, you'll notice a number of the new Helltide Whispers involved helping out the Iron Wolves, and it didn't matter what region you were in, so you were encountering them well outside of Kyrgyzstan. Now, why is this exciting? Let's jump into the next topic. Who are the Iron Wolves, and why are they significant? So, we are first introduced to the Iron Wolves back in Diablo 2 when we first reached Kuros in Season 3. You talk to an NPC called Ashira, who allows you to hire mercenaries known as the Iron Wolves. The Iron Wolves are mage mercenaries that are on the hunt for demons and chasing the Dark Wanderer when you first meet them. And Ashira is their leader. Next, in Diablo 3, you encounter the Iron Wolves again, but this time in Chaldeum in Chapter 2. The Iron Wolves and Ashira and her men are now essentially the royal guard to the Emperor Chaldeum himself. Now, the Emperor ended up being Belial himself. And after that debacle, the reputation of the Iron Wolves were destroyed. They were outcast from the city. And then years later, Chaldeum itself, as seen in Diablo 4, has completely fallen. Now, the next time you encounter the Iron Wolves is in Diablo 4, and they are in shambles. You meet them in Kyrgyzstan running low on supplies, low on resources, and low on men. Ashira is nowhere to be found. However, there is a side quest where you end up finding one of her weapons. Now, keep in mind, Diablo 4 takes place at least 20 years after the events of Diablo 3, so we don't know if she's still around or if she's deceased. What does that mean about a potential mechanic? Well, in Diablo 2, when we interacted with the Iron Wolves, it wasn't just through dialogue. Through Ashira, we were able to hire 3 different types of Iron Wolves as mercenaries, each one with 3 different skills, representing a different elemental class. You could hire a Fire Mage, an Ice Iron Wolf, as well as a Lightning Iron Wolf. Each of those casted respected spells in the element that they represented. So, that being said, I have a strong feeling that in Season 4, the mechanic is going to be another companion. Instead of the Seneschal Scorpion construct in Season 3, I believe we are going to get a human Iron Wolf companion. Now, some things I would love to see. In Season 3, although I did like the level of customization with the Seneschal's both active and passive skills, I was not a fan of the lack of customization. Like, the Seneschal always looked the same. You couldn't customize the body, you couldn't even change the color or the appearance of its skills. I hope that if we do get Iron Wolf as mercenaries, and that's going to be the mechanic of Season 4, that we are able to customize them more and maybe even equip them gear like we could with our companions in both Diablo 2 and Diablo 3. Also, given the reputation badge, we may have rewards that we could work towards that are similar to the different seasonal events we saw, like the Midwinter Blight and the Lunar Festival, and then also in Season 2 when you had that Hunter board. So I believe we'll have mechanics similar to that making the comeback, and honestly, that's what I feel like this game has been missing, and that's an in-game way to earn really cool cosmetic pieces rather than just them constantly trying to shove the in-game store in its players' faces. At this point, we are 1 month away from Season 4, and I will absolutely be streaming that. Speaking of streaming, I wanted to take a moment to thank my followers. I've officially become an affiliate on Twitch. Thank you all so much for the support. So thank you, Moto Sedio. Thank you, Vic the One, Warlock Twitch, Jassass86, Shamia53, RZ Sadawi, and PLD95. Thank you so much, Lionheart, as well as Naruto Is No, for being my first 2 ever Twitch subscribers. If you enjoy this content, would like to see more, liking, commenting, and subscribing would go a long way to supporting this channel's growth. Until next time.